developer.box.com. I want to give it as developer.box.com. Log into this organization. As a developer. Everyone is able to hear me online? Am I audible? Online people?
Yeah, audible.
Yes.
Then go to this. So what we can do is, I logged into, just give me 1 minute, let me delete this. I logged into box.com as a developer. So how did you log in? Developer.box.com. Developer.box.com. Now I am trying to create a new application. Once I logged in, create a new app, custom app, then OAuth 2.0, standard OAuth user authentication. Standard OAuth with a unique name. Come again. Now I have huge data, a lot of backup data is there. Now in the Salesforce, the memory size of the data counts. Now if you want to increase the size, you don't need to pay the extra money. Storage on the third party will come at cheaper cost. Cheaper cost. Nobody will give you a free of cost. So now we have created this. Once you created this, look at the format. The moment I created a connected app, what are you getting? Client ID, client secret, client ID, client secret. We are getting client ID, client secret, client ID, client secret. So if I want to connect this with the Salesforce, first what I should do? Go to the this is the page. So I was supposed to reach the callback URL, which is given as OAuth 2.0. This is a page to which the authentication code is sent. p4.salesforce.com. Response. So client ID, client secret, read URI. Now what do you want to access? Read the files, folders, and the box. Then write the folders, files. These are the permissions. What do you want to give? Control. Save the changes. Now I want to see the documentation. Because we have seen that it's a third party organization. We have seen it's a third party. And we want to connect to this third party. We have seen that this is a third party organization. We have created a connected app. I want to connect to this organization. Okay, good. But the point here is what is the endpoint URL to which I have to make a request? Is it following a username password format, or is it following a code format, or is it following a client credential? What format of authentication it is using? We need to understand. So what we are looking at OAuth 2. When you look at OAuth 2, they told this is the endpoint to which you are supposed to make a request. Then you're going to get access token. Okay. First they're asking you response type equal to code. Make a request to this URL. Response type equal to code. client ID, read at URI, state, scope. So if I make a request to this URL with the following types, with the following data, then we are going to get authorization code. Once you get the authorization code, they're asking you to make a request to this URL with the data of grant type, authorization code, client ID, client secret, method is post. You make a request to this, they're giving you access token. So first, to get the access token, they have given. Once you get the access token, then what do you want to do? I want to create a folder. How to get a folder information, how to upload a file, how to download a file, how to delete a file. So they have given a lot of services. All these services we can use as per your requirement. Right? Now, as per your requirement, you can use it. Boss, here the question is, it's not that every time you integrate with boss.com. If some third-party system is there, understanding their documentation and trying to integrate by using a REST API service. This is the procedure. Now, tomorrow you may use this system or you may use XYZ system, but the process of authentication will not change. So here what we are considering is to demonstrate the process of code format of authorization. We are not interested in what we are doing as a third party. Now, with respect to this, if in case in the future, if you are supposed to integrate with any third party system with authentication, how will you make is the question. Right, boss? Okay. So come back to the system. I want to go with authorizing myself with the box.com with the client ID, client secret. So where is the documentation actually? Okay, let me give you. So what are you supposed to do? Public. Client ID, client secret, read URL. Then we're going to get code. Box exam. What is the direct URL? AP4 dot. Get code. Whatever they're asking me, I'm giving here. Ampersand. Response type code. Basically, I should not give it like this. I have to give it like this. Then ampersand. Client ID. State. So what was that? Response type code, client ID, client secret, redirect URI, state. If I give this, what I'm going to get? We are going to get a code. How do you get the code? Which and we have next public void. How do you read the code? Code equal to text pages dot current page dot get off. From the current page, I'm reading the value. From the current page, I'm reading the value. I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. First, what we are doing, we are making a request to this box.com and we are getting a code which I am reading here. I'm getting a code which I'm reading here. So what is the next one we had? Request for the access token. Public void request token. When it's a request token, what type of method is this? Post method. Second point. Yeah. This dot body. When it's a body, grant type equal to authorization code. Body equal to body plus ampersand. What is the next code we had? So code equal to and ready. And ready. And secret. Basically, I'm following the documentation, nothing more than this. So, endpoint URL, grant type authorization, code, client ID, client secret, then we're giving. Set body, set method. Set body, set method. P dot send request. P dot send request. I hope you're clear. This is the endpoint, this is the body, then this will have client ID, client secret, and the mother is post. We're going to get a response. Once you get the response, what you are supposed to do? Get the access token. JSON. Why JSON? Document is clearly shown. The response is coming in the form of JSON. Parser. JSON dot create parser. JSON parser. We had get text equal to access token. If it is equal to access token, this we have done number of times, right? This format we have done number of times. So finally, we made a request and we are getting access token. So how many steps are involved? First step, request a code. Second step, request a access token. Request a code. Second one is request a access token. Once you are done with this, then we are trying to understand how to make a request and get how to create a folder in the third party. Now I want to understand how to create a folder. Once you got the access token, I can work with the box.com to pull the data which is available there, or I can insert the data, I can retrieve the data, anything of your choice. Now I want to work with the creation of a folder. So how to create a folder in the third party? So let us go to this. So what was get a folder info, create a folder. Whatever method is this? Post method. They told, okay, the body should be like this. URL is this, the URL, authorization, body should be this, method should be this. Okay. This is a documentation. I'm just going through the documentation. Creating a folder. request dot set. Then we had string body. So I told string body. So I told string body. What is the format of the body they are expecting? They're expecting. Now, what is the name of the folder? This is the name of the folder. Now, you decide what you want to give. I'm going to dynamically give the name of the folder. Whatever the name I'm giving, that name should be given here. Okay. How do you set it? Request dot set. Request dot set body. P dot send request. When you send a request, you're going to get a response. People are following this. So, what is the bug here? String body equal to body is already given, I guess. Okay. Achha, name I give. Okay. This is the funnel. First is request the code. Second method is get the code from the URL. Third method is request the token. Fourth method is create the folder. Let us go to the home page. Client ID. Then you're getting next one. What is the first? The home page. What you're supposed to do? Client ID. State also I will want to take it there. taken redirect URL. Instead of input, I'm giving output. Client ID, redirect URL, state if I give, click on a button. Right. This is how I given. Same story I'll repeat. Client ID, get URL. Client ID, client secret. Code. Then get token. When you get the token, I hope this procedure is clear for everyone, right? So what are the parameters we require? We're just taking it. So we have access token. Output text. Here I don't want to display this. Rendered is null of access. If the access token is not equal to null, then only display this block. Okay. And one extra point we need to give is action. When the page is loaded, automatically read the code. Right. So, what are the URLs I have to register? This is a third-party system. Where should I register this third-party system URL? Go to security settings. Then we have remote site settings. Then go back once again. This is a different URI. API. Create. Done with this. Go back to the home. Have a preview. Now look at this. What they're expecting you. They're expecting you to create a client ID. Right. So let us organize it a bit better. So I'll give columns equal to 1. I'll give here also I'll give columns equal to 1. Okay. Client ID, state, get the code. When I requested, first let us see the first step. They're expected to log into grant to access to the box.com. Already logged in, so it's not asking the username password. If I am not logged in, it will ask me the username password. Okay. So you're not producing the username password in the request. Now it is giving a request to the page, and on the page it is asking you to enter the username password. Previously, I am giving username password directly in the request, but now I am giving only client ID. It is giving a request and it's asking boss, enter your username password. Once I enter username password, it will recognize me and give me the access. Okay. And what is the client ID we had? Client ID. What is the client secret? Get token. Now we made a request. There is some bug here. What was the bug? Rendered is null of access token. Come again. It's not necessary actually. You are already in the lower bracket only, right? Rendered response page. Rendered. If we remove this, then I'll check it out. I just want to check whether the bug is because of this. So you're not getting access token. There is a bug with the access token. So look at the code. Access token is not coming. Okay. Endpoint. Okay. request dot set void, set body, set method. Here also I made to forgot to give one extra step here. So let me cross check once again. Okay. Now let me check here. Get text equal to access token. Next text. Let me check the parameters what they are expecting. Once again, let me check the parameters. Run type, code, client ID, client secret. So grant type authorization code, okay, ampersand code equal to code, client ID equal to client ID, ampersand client secret equal to client secret. Then set body, set method, send request, reading response dot get body, parse jp dot next token not equal to null. Question mark not required because it's a body, right? It's a body. So what I will do is I'll print the response first, so we understand what is the bug.
Number
28 request dot set end.
point and then after token there should be a question mark.
That's what I'm saying right now. If it is a get method, we need to give question mark followed by parameters. Now it's a post method, not necessary. It's not necessary. So okay. Let me print the system.debug and see whether access token is issued or not. Get code. Get token. We go to the token. We created a folder. Now I create a folder. Go back to the box.com. Go to box.com. Did I make any changes there? What is folder we got here, capital group. Now within this folder, I want to create one more folder. Within this folder, I want to create one more folder. So what I'll do, go back. So as per the documentation, purely as per the documentation, if I give the ID of the folder, that becomes a parent folder. So we had a capital group. In the capital group, I created integration. Now, what all other services are there? There are a lot of services. Copy a folder, delete a folder. You can use any one of these services and perform the operation. We can use any one of these services and perform this operation. Now I want to delete the folder. You want to delete the folder? Word. Same story. Only the difference is endpoint will change. In the endpoint, we are supposed to give the ID of the folder. Folder ID, or else I'll make it a static. What is the ID of the folder here we have given? Right. Mother is delete. Request endpoint delete authorization. So. This is a delete operation. Now, as per the documentation, if you provide the folder ID and records equal to true, they are getting deleted. Operation is what? Delete. So, how did I do this? It is a service. Authentication is getting the access token. Then, what is the service we want to use? There are a lot of services. Go through the documentation. Whichever the service you want, you make a request to that and access it. I hope you are good with this. Now, authorization is what? Getting the access token. Once you got the access token, what you want to do is your choice. I hope you are good. Now, what is the format of authentication? Now, when you're getting the access, you'll be getting access token and refresh token. You'll be getting one more response, which is called refresh token. What is the refresh token? Look at this. Client ID, access token, and a refresh token. What is the refresh token? Next time when I want to request an access token, now my access token is going to expire. Then I want to request a fresh access token. Again, I have to make a request to the server, request a code. They will give a code. Then I have to request for a access token. Then I will go to for data services. Now I don't want to make this process again. So what I will do? I will send a refresh token. I will request for access token. Instead of going for code, then getting the code, sending a code and getting access token. Now, instead of requesting for a code and sending the code, I can send a refresh token and request for an access token. In a single step, I can make it. When? Second time. First time, request a code, they'll give a code, send a code, they'll give you access token. Along with the access token, you are going to get a refresh token. Next time, if your access token is going to expire, I want a fresh access token, send a refresh token, then get a access token. This will be useful only one time. Using a refresh token, I can request access token only once. By sending a refresh token, I can request for an access token only once. So where this will be available? Where this is available? Where this is available? In a code format. When you are going for a code format of authorization, this process is available for you. I hope you are good. People have followed? Followed, boss? Am I good with this? Code format of authorization, everyone is good? Clear? So we have seen get, we have seen post, we have seen delete. Right. Any other queries? Any other queries? Any other queries? Good, boss. Concept is clear for everyone. Okay. So create your own account of box.com and practice. Don't try with my account. Now, how do you do that? First, you are supposed to register with the box.com, log in as a developer.box.com, create a connect app. So in the hard copy is already that code I have given, the structure, how to create I have given the hard copies. Pardon me, come again. Hard copies you have not got? What material you have not received? Can you just ask that boy, boss? The Geo has spoiled these people, boss. The moment the Geo free internet came,